So, welcome back to Go Head First. A couple of days ago, we went to the Secretary of State and registered the business LLC, which was Jack to Jack. And we got that out the way, went through the step-by-step process of getting that accomplished. We was very redundant, but today we're going to jump in and we're going to apply for the EIN, which is the Employer Identification Number. And it's always important to have the information from registering with the Secretary of State, because the same information is going to go over when you get your EIN number, which is attached to a Social Security number, but it's getting you an EIN number for business related purposes. So we're going to start with, make it really simple. So we're going to go to the search bar and we're going to put in EIN, and we're just going to hit the search button. When we get that search button up there, you should see at the top, it's recommended by the IRS, the Employer Identification Number. And we want to hit that. We could have went below that, but we decided not to. We're going to go to apply online. States here you can get an EIN for free directly from the IRS in minutes. And I'm not going to ignore or act like it's not other services that provide this for you. Which they are good. They do a great job. But like I said, if you take the time out yourself, you can save yourself, money, of course, if you want to. You could save yourself maybe a little processing time, or this is just be something that you can learn and do on your own going forward, just because you're here now learning that information. So, of course, you have an outage here from the IRS. That was kind of give you updates and things of that nature. But we're going to go and we're going to scroll down to the bottom and we're going to apply for a EIN. And then, of course, they give you a letter or, information about, criminal charges, civil penalty. So make sure that you, do the right thing. Try not to be fraudulent out here. You're going to go down to begin application. When you go there, when we set up the LLC that we did, it was a single member LLC. Of course, you have your different structures here. You have your sole proprietorships. You have partnerships, which include like joint ventures and things of that nature. It's normally, more than just one party. You have your corporations. You have your limited liability corporation, which we want to go do. You have estates, and you have trusts. But again, we're going to go to the Limited Liability Company LLC. We want to scroll down and hit continue. All of this is actually self-explanatory. Like I said, if you have never taken the opportunity to start the process, you really don't know what you're getting yourself into. But once you, do it one time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, it becomes very repetitive. And up here, it kind of gives you what an LLC is, what the purpose of an LLC is. Like I said, you can actually consult with an attorney or a paralegal if you want to for details on that. But for this purpose, we're just going through the process of how you actually go about doing it. You're going to hit continue. And then again, we did a single member LLC. So we're just going to put 1 when it asks how many members are in the LLC. The owner of the LLC, if I'm not mistaken, was BB Dixon, is what we use as an example. It's going to ask you to select the state territory that the business was physically located. Again, we're going to use Arkansas as that example that we used previously. We're going to go to continue. And then, of course, it explains the difference between a single member LLC. You have different kind of tax plans. And that's something you can talk to about your tax preparer. But you have different types of structure, whether it's a S Corp or a C Corp. It'll actually also go through, depending on how you want to go about structuring your taxes, with a Schedule E, Schedule C, or Schedule F. Again, refer to your tax preparer for that information. But this is just getting an EIN. So you go to continue, and you have different reasons why you're getting an EIN number. You can be starting a new business. You can be deciding to hire employees. You can do it for banking purposes, which you need essentially one for banking purposes normally. To change the type of organization, it can go from an LLC as an S corp to a C corp, and then also it can be purchasing an active business. So again, we were starting a new business. So you go to continue, and here it's going to ask you to put in the information of the party that is applying for the EIN. So remember, we was going with BB Dixon. We're going to put in a social security number. I'm just plugging the number in. This obviously, the EIN is attached to your social security number. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. Make sure you keep your information safe. But for this example, we're just going to use ones. And then it's going to ask you, I am one of the owners, members, or the managing members of the LLC. We're just going to choose that. Or, like for example, in the future, you might decide to help others get their EIN. But you can be a third party applying for an EIN for LLC. You go to continue here. And once you get to the next page, you would put the street address in, which the example that we had, we put 10301 Canis Road. We chose the city of Little Rock. The state we chose was Arkansas. The zip we used was 72205. The phone number we used was this here. And then it asks you, do you have an address different from the one above you want to send your mail to? And we're going to say no. We're going to go to continue. The business we used was Jack to Jack LLC. We're not going to use any other trade names doing business as. We're going to use the county as Pulaski. Of course, if you're dealing with Louisiana, you have parishes. We're going to use Arkansas as a state. And we filed the articles in Arkansas, as you can remember. And then we're going to put a month, which we want to use this month. And we're going to do 2024. You go to continue. And then it's going to ask you these questions about your business. And this is kind of very important and essential. For the purposes of what we're doing right now, we're not, a trucking company that, move across, freight across the country or the state. We don't gamble or have any wagering going on. You can file quarterly taxes, but we don't have any, excise tax, because what we're going to choose as the industry is we're going to choose real estate. Also, we don't sell tobacco or anything like that. But if you do, you would actually check yes. Do you expect to have any employees? Currently, right now, for this example, we're not going to have or add any employees. We're going to go to continue. And again, remember this in our later sessions and chapters or videos of the type of business that we're choosing to move forward with. You have, accommodations, constructions, finance, food service, healthcare, insurance, manufacturing, real estate leasing, retail, social assistance, transportation, and warehousing. But for this purpose, we're going to use real estate as a general option. We'll go down here to continue, and of course you have other also. We're going to go to continue. We're just going to state that, it asks you why you have chosen real estate, and then what exactly you do. So do you manage other real estate? Do you sell property? But we're just going to choose I rent or lease property that I own. We'll go to continue. And then it's going to ask please choose one of the following. You have a difference between commercial, industrial, or other real estate, and we're just going to choose residential. And then we're going to continue here. And then it's going to ask you if you want to receive a letter online or received by mail, which takes a little time. We're just going to choose receive letter online. But for this purpose, I will not hit continue, because if I hit continue, it is going to give me an EIN number, and I don't need one. And that would be being fraudulent currently. However, this is the step-by-step on applying for your EIN. Feel free to comment in the the box below. Ask any questions that you might have. And again, I really look forward to moving forward with the next lesson. Is going to be, I believe, we are going to go over the features and items on an operating agreement. I'll look forward to hearing from you all soon. And you have a blessed day. And go ahead first.